Back into another episode of the Game of Cryptos. I hope you guys are all doing well. In this video, I'm going to go over a couple price predictions that I see potentially Caspa reaching at the height of this bull run for 2024 and into 2025. I'm going to utilize a couple, previous price histories and tokenomics with another crypto to be able to kind of give you guys where I potentially see Caspa going this bull run. And if we look at right now the Caspa chart, it's been looking pretty good. We put an all-time high and then retrace. We put an all-time high and we retrace. Right now, we're kind of in the trenches and we're working our way up back into price discovery. And as of recent, as you guys know, as I talked about in my last video, Caspa is going to be implementing smart contracts, which is going to be extremely bullish for this project. This is, a lot of people weren't even necessarily expecting the smart contracts to happen this bull run, that it could happen, next bull run or something, or later on. But we're getting it now very, very early, which is only going to increase the hype and the narrative behind Caspa. As I've talked about in previous videos, when there's a hype, when there's a narrative, people believe that hype, people believe that narrative, and that's where I get that saying that perception is reality. So even if a project promises a whole bunch of things and it I guess still doesn't deliver, but people keep on expecting it and their hopes aren't crushed yet, that's what I mean about perception becoming reality, and Caspa is a perfect example of that. And because of that, it has huge, huge potential to get some surprisingly high numbers this bull run. So, guys, definitely do not sleep on Caspa. Also, just going to Twitter before we dive into this, Caspa did get listed on Femex, the new listing. So, again, another place where people can buy and trade Caspa, only adding to more liquidity for Caspa, which is good for those of us that hold this crypto. And full disclosure, I do hold Caspa, but again, I don't talk about it because I want you guys to quote unquote pump my bags. Because let's be honest, I have 1,000 subscribers almost, and 1,000 people are not gonna just pump this. But really, it all comes down to I want to discuss and talk about cryptos that I truly believe in, truly think are innovative and doing really good things for and expanding on crypto as a whole. And Caspa definitely is, the digital silver, it's blockchain technology, Rust. This is very innovative stuff. And I think it's going to do really well this bull run. And because of that, this is why I'm going to go and show you just exactly how Caspa could end up putting in some really good all-time highs. So let's get this going. So before we get into where do I see the price going? So this all is going to start back in 2021 with the top of the bull run. The crypto total market cap reached around $3 trillion. So there's been a lot of talk that the next bull run is going to surpass this. We've been hearing rumors that it's going to go to 10 trillion, 12 trillion, 15, etc. How I'm going to get this potential price prediction for Caspa is only going to assume that we go to a $6 trillion market cap, total crypto market cap as a whole. So we're going to double what we reached in 2021. And then and then this is just showing you actually, we'll come back to this. So what I'm going to do for that comparison is Caspa with ADA. And the reason why we're going to compare it to ADA is mainly because of its tokenomics, that Caspa has similar tokenomics as far as how many tokens are in circulation in the billions. And that's how it's going to enable us to kind of relate it to Caspa. And we can go back, look at Cardano's previous history in 2018 and 2021, and apply that to Caspa to potentially see, where can Caspa end up. Now, before we are even able to see new all-time highs for, your potentially favorite or one of your favorite cryptos like Caspa, the Bitcoin dominance is going to take a lot of it's very dependent. Caspa is very dependent on Bitcoin. So ultimately, we're going to see Caspa go up when the Bitcoin dominance goes down, and maybe the Bitcoin price is, going up, that's when we're going to see a lot, basically true alt season. Or if Bitcoin is stable and the price is going up, if the dominance is stable, the Bitcoin price is going up, your altcoins go up. And then if Bitcoin's down, but the Bitcoin dominance is down, the price is stable, that's when you see altcoins go up. So when we see some of these scenarios play up, this is when you're going to start seeing Kaspa go up. So moving forward, again, just a refresher. Last bull run, we reached a $3 trillion market cap for the total crypto. This bull run, this projection is just only if we reach a $6 trillion market cap. Now, again, I'm pulling Cardano's previous bull run history in order to apply this to what I see Kaspa getting to. Cardano's first bull run, we saw a $28 million market cap, and that meant that at the time, the total crypto market cap was less than $1 trillion at $750 billion. The second bull run, Cardano reached a $94 billion market cap, and the total crypto market cap was at $3 trillion. Now, what is this? Where can this lead Kaspa? So, if Kaspa, for its, if it had Cardano's first bull run numbers and it was doubled, it could, that total market, kind of don't pay attention to the market cap number, but just doubling it, it could reach a $56 billion market cap. And if Kaspa reached where Cardano went its second bull run, and it's, the last previous bull run, $188 billion market cap with a $6 trillion market total crypto market cap. So all I did was what this comparison is showing is if Kaspa has the exact same market dominance that Cardano had for its bull runs, this is where you could potentially see Kaspa going. Does that make sense, guys? I hope it does. I hope you're following along on that. So to kind of see this visually, we're going to go over to the coin perspective, and we're going to go and plug some numbers in just to see, okay, what does that look like price-wise? So let me move myself out of the way here. So we said that Kaspa could go to $56 billion market cap. So we're going to go here and we're going to do 56 billion. So that means that a $2.37 Kaspa could happen if Kaspa were to double what Cardano did in its first bull run. Now, the reason why that could happen is because there's more money, more liquidity in the bull run than the previous bull run, or at least there's projections to. So this is just applying the potential injection of more liquidity. Because if that didn't happen, again, we're nearly doubling it. Well, if we go back to Cardano's chart, it only reached about a 27 billion in its first bull run. So if it only reached 27 billion, that means Cardano would only be about $1.14 in its first bull run. But again, we're just projecting that there's going to get more liquidity than when Cardano reached its first all-time high. And again, we said it's going to double. So the absolute bearish case, which I'm sure a lot of you have heard and seen, is that, $1 Kaspa. And in this case, it's like $1.14. But honestly, it seems as if this around 56 billion. Okay, now we're kind of talking more reasonable. Now, I know a lot of you right now that are watching this are going to be like, $2-3, $2 Kaspa. That's FUD. That's BS. There's no way. It's going to $10, $15. Guys, again, let's not have crazy high expectations. To be honest, with Kaspa's market cap where it is right now, at about a 2.7 billion, almost 3 billion. Even if you were to 20x your money, guys, that's great. Like right now in the crypto market, we should be like, this should be like kind of I don't want to say the expectation. Yeah, like you should be looking and enjoying more of those, 20x, 25x returns, rather than thinking that, at this point in the bull cycle that you're going to see 100x. Yes, you will if you're going down the way more risky plays, but something like Caspa, you're not going to see 100x in its, at this point in the cycle. I mean, I hope I'm wrong. I hope it does 100x from this point. But again, guys, something like a $2.37 Caspa, I could really, really see happening. That actually sounds extremely, extremely reasonable. Now, let's go back to if it doubles what ADA did in its last bull run, that would mean that it would go, instead of, again, just a chart to not lose you guys, to give you guys the reference, we're saying that if Caspa went to, so okay, let's say Caspa went to 92 billion. 93 billion. Let's see. 93 billion, we're looking at almost a $4 Caspa. Now, I would say this is getting a little bit closer to a lot more people's expectations. I know a lot of people want to see like at least like a $5 Caspa, but we're getting really high up in there in market cap. Now, remember, ADA went to this in its second bull run, but like again, we said this bull run is going to have more money injected. And in this case, we're saying at least 6 trillion. So if Caspa's following that same ratio, so if we double the 90, let's see, if we double that, we're looking at around 188 billion. So let's see here. 188 billion. So a $7 so basically an $8 Caspa. So to me, this would be the absolute most bullish Caspa could be in this bull run, looking at a 69x, 70x, $188 billion market cap at a $7.96 Caspa. Again, this is the most bullish case I see Caspa going to. If it goes this high, oh my God, there's going to be a lot of us that made a lot of money. This would be awesome. But if I'm being honest, if I'm being just real with you guys, real with this audience, that initial, I think it was about $2.31, I see this being more, realistic, this 19 to 20x from where we're at right now, like a $55 billion Caspa. If I had to put my bets on the most likelihood of where Caspa's gonna be at, this $2.32 sounds very, very reasonable. It's not too bullish, but I also feel like it's not too bearish. Again, none of this is financial advice, so guys, don't take what I'm saying as, this is, fact, this is going to happen. I'm merely speculating, guys. I'm just going over, previous chart history, data, tokenomics to potentially come up with, the possibilities of where I see Caspa. If you want my absolute most bearish case, I believe it was that like dollar, was it $1.1213 for Caspa? So if you wanted my range, anywhere between about like $1.15 to the $2.31. Again, so some of you are going to hate that. Some of you are going to be like, no, that's BS. So basically anywhere between a 10 to 20x with Caspa, I think is very, very reasonable for this first bull run. And then, we'll see where we go in the next bull run. let me know in the comments, guys. I know some of you are going to be frustrated and be like, where's the $10 Caspa, the $15 Caspa? Guys, just to throw this in there, if we really think that Caspa's going to go to $10, you're looking at a $236 billion market cap. Just tell yourself that, guys. Is that really reasonable in this bull run? And guys, I know there's going to be like some Caspa maxis and stuff on this. Guys, I love Caspa. It's actually one of my most biggest holdings in my crypto portfolio. I love it. But I think I would be kidding myself if I assumed that Caspa was going to go to this high of a market cap this bull run. I think I would be kidding myself. I would love it to, but I can't even let myself think that it's going to go this high. That's why when I'm putting like $2 or $3, it's like, okay, these things, this stuff makes a little bit more sense. And if I'm surprised and it goes to that crazy $10 mark, great. But that way I'm not let down when, in holding the bag when, if Caspa's $5, but I have this expectation that it's going to 10, and then you end up holding, hoping, and then boom, you get dumped on. That's the biggest mistake that I made last bull run with Dogecoin. For those who don't know, my first crypto, the gateway crypto into the, the industry for me was Dogecoin. I got into Dogecoin at a pretty good price. But like many other people, I kept thinking that Dogecoin was going to $1. We got caught in that kind of false narrative hype. People hyping it up, moving the goalposts. Okay, Dogecoin's going to $1. Dogecoin's going to this. Oh no, Dogecoin's going to this. You saw thumbnails saying Dogecoin's going to $5. And in my head, I'm like, okay, let's at least get to $1 first before we start saying $5. Like, I kid you not, I remember in that bull run, I saw things like $5 Dogecoin, $10 Dogecoin. And I'm just like, really? And a lot of people got wrecked because they were holding on so long because they kept hearing that, oh, it's going to at least this number. Again, don't let that happen to you with Caspa. People saying, oh, it's going to at least $10 or it's going to at least $5. Guys, if it makes financial sense, even if Caspa hits $1, take your profits. If it's life-changing money especially, take your profits. And then, if it goes higher, at least you made money. Or at least maybe sell half of it. But again, guys, none of this financial advice. I hope you guys liked this video. Hope this kind of gave you guys a little bit more of a perspective of where Caspa can go. Again, I love Caspa. I think it's a great project. I think it's something that's really good to have in your portfolio for the exposure of L1s. I think it's going to surprise a lot of people that are still really bearish on Caspa. But yeah, let me know in the comments where you think Caspa's going to go, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.